So let's wrap up the Matt Barrie Show presented by Allstate with this. I'm going to put you on the spot. I apologize, but it's what we do. Midway point superlatives. Question 1. At the halfway point of the season, in your estimation, who is the best team in the country?
I believe the best team is still Texas. I think they've proven it by the win at Michigan, which not as impressive, but still the big house is the big house. I think they've beaten everyone pretty convincingly. They've had one or two slightly off games, but doing what they did to Oklahoma, and with everything that everybody has said ad nauseum, to me was very, very impressive.
I agree. Sark has that thing at a high clip right now and has something to say about it, especially with Georgia coming next week. Question number 2. Who has been the biggest disappointment through the midway point of the season?
Well, I'm moving Florida State. I don't even think that qualifies as an answer anymore, does it?
No, that's been proven.
I mean, but I am going to surprisingly go Alabama. And I say that because they have the biggest win of the year in college football, but it proved somewhat fraudulent to me because of what I thought they would be and what I think they're going to end up being.
Question number 3, biggest surprise at the midway point season.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they're 4-2.
Yeah, and don't look now. They have Texas at home in a couple of weeks. If they negotiate Florida this weekend, and I've given up trying to figure out Billy Napier, they'll host Texas, assuming Texas goes according to chalk. I mean, that's going to be one of the bigger Vanderbilt games in modern time.
They're 2-1 in league, 4-2 overall. And finally, which team, or rather, which coach has out of nowhere put themselves in a very warmish type seat at the midway point of the season?
Well, there is an endless list of those, but to me, it's probably DeBoer. And I don't mean costing
Right.
himself a job.
Fair.
I'm just saying, if you're looking at Kalen DeBoer as a stock price, before the season, I mean, it's like sky high.
Yep.
It shoots. Literally, they had to stop trading on Kalen DeBoer to go Wall Street on you at midnight 2 weeks ago. And now, I mean, there are people it's like on the penny stocks market. I mean, he literally is turning Alabama fans off. I mean, and
Is it that bad?
I think it is.
Like, I mean, are you hearing that much from Alabama fans?
Yes.
Like, really?
I mean, Matt, I mean, I realize, they can turn it around and go 11-1 and still win, but I just, there's something about it. And I think it's, I thought there was a bottom for him. And Alabama, it just shot. I mean, at that moment yesterday when that game looked to be going into overtime, and the bottom just got broken. I'm sure I'll be accused of piling on. I mean, the shots at his clothes, the shot. I mean, there's no filter around him. I read a local columnist yesterday who said beating South Carolina was actually worse than the Vanderbilt loss.
Oh,
So,
that's why we love it. A win's worse than a loss.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, I could pick you an obscure coach that nobody cares about, like Mike Locksley, who everybody thought was in great shape that's having a bad season. But that's a waste of our time. Kalen DeBoer came into the season, one of the top 5 coaches in the country?
Yep. Yeah. And at the midway point, we got to see a turnaround from Alabama, because this, like, you're right. Like, they went from sky high to like, what the hell are we doing now? So midway point of the season, I love it. A couple of surprises out there. I do want to give them their due. Pittsburgh undefeated, 6-0 for the first time since 1982. What a story they've got going there. The service academies, Army and Navy, are both undefeated. A couple of feel-good stories there. The Big 12 is wide open. The ACC is starting to shape itself out. The SEC is kind of a little bit of a mess. I don't think anyone knows who plays in the Big 10 still. So that's, look, midway point. We've been here with you from the beginning. We'll be with you till the end. But if the first half of the season is any indication of what's coming in the second half, buckle up, because it is going to be a fun ride the rest of the way. For Paul Finebaum, I'm Matt Barrie. Appreciate you watching the Matt Barrie Show on the college football YouTube channel presented by Allstate.